This is Yohhamgambal. We're back playing Shadow Hearts. Last time we were being smuggled underneath the Japanese army to make it to... I forgot where we're going, but we're making it somewhere else. But we also lost our medium friend, Sea Mama, who exorcised Lily's demons. So that was a bit sad. But we are apparently listening to something 15 years in the past. Of course, Zuzin talked about something that happened 15 years in the past, and this is kind of a big deal. So let us watch. Poor Zuzin. Zuzin still looks the same age, looks exactly the same despite it being 15 years. He either looks really old for his age, or he's aged terribly, or he's looked like an old man for his whole life. Like, it looks kind of like Yoda. Like, fine bunch you are. I actually like this music. It's really somber. And I like the rain sound effect as well. Shut up! I don't think I've ever met someone who said shut up. It's always shut, not shut up. But always in video games, it's shut up. Whoa, who is this young man? Who is this tall gentleman? Hyuga! That's Yuri's last name. Ooh, that's a badass line. Alright, and we have a fight, but it is super easy because we get to use a total badass. Yep, this is in fact Yuri's father, and he himself can use the fusion. Of course, we know this since we're being chased by him. Yuri's being chased by his father, the spirit of his father, it seems. And he can turn into Cinzerbong. I think that's his name. Anyways, he's really good. He's actually the final, he's the 3rd level spirit of darkness. As you can see, his magic, the judgment wheel is actually a little bit tricky, so you have to really watch out. But he gets to use Revelation, which, if I remember correctly, I think that's the Tree of Life that has those symbols. I think that's his Tree of Life. I don't remember exactly, but I think that's his Tree of Life. But yeah, this is a really easy fight. It's super easy. Magic, though, just heals Wagui. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. But he's really easy. Funny thing is, his attack reminds me of Mob Psycho 100, of the other psychic who uses his psychic powers. He has to put his legs together. Like, it looks like he's peeing. His name escapes me, but that's what he looks like. With the blonde hair, and then eventually had the cactus blonde hair. God, I need to watch Mob Psycho 100 again. I think... I know I'm probably going to get people angry, but I prefer Mob Psycho 100 over One Punch Man. Don't get me wrong, One Punch Man is awesome. But I like Mob Psycho 100 more. I love Dimple, especially the manga. Dude, like, what's your problem? Dimple's so great. The God Beam. I hope they make a season 2. I need to get the DVDs. You're right, old sir. Well, you look old. You may not consider yourself old, but you certainly look it. Well, that's pretty convenient. Susan, you can't even, like, stand. Just let the handsome, tall Japanese man carry you to his house. That's how I first met the man of my life. My dreamboat. Give me a piggyback. Oh my god, Susan's in love. I thought I knew the most powerful magics in the world until I met love. Then I knew my power was truly nothing. Oh, I'm guessing nothing great. I think we all feel like that eventually, Susan. That's just kind of life. I like how everyone has their own laughing animations. It's great. Yuri and Susan, though, have really similar laughing animations where they throw their heads backwards while, Alice kind of giggles. Oh yes, your friend's shop should be here. Yep, and we get to be in control of Susan. If you come over here, there's a silent peddler. You could buy a weird bottle if you want, but you're going to get it for free very soon anyways. And weird bottle's really not that useful, so we're not going to buy it. Besides, we're going to want to get as many steps as we can, because one of our character's ultimate weapons is by getting ultimate armors is by walking a certain a number of spaces. It will just happen naturally, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, where are our smuggler friends? It is a big place. And anyways, you can just rest, but we have no need for rest-a-doos. There's no need for that. Anyways, there's a lot of items to be found. There's a lot of items to be had and found here, and we can get one really important item in a second. Well, not in a second, but in a couple minutes. Anyways, if we come over here, you can get a pilgrim staff. Of course, that's going to go to Susan, and nice thing is, because we found it, we don't have to buy it. So that's a little money we could save. And these are some items we want from some bosses. These are super good. They power up your rings by like 4, but they make your judgment ring go really fast. But there's a trick to using it to where you always hit the mark. I'll probably use it on the very final boss. It's a lot of fun. Maybe even on the secret bosses, but I don't know if I want to cheese the secret bosses. Anyways, just put the pilgrim staff on him. Gives him a little more, gives him actually quite a bit more special attack. Physical attack doesn't really matter, because he's not a physical attacker. But yeah, there's a lot of goodies to be found here. But we just gotta find them first. Susan doesn't have the Susan kind of has the goofy run like Yuri, but I don't know. His isn't nearly as goofy. I mean, his ponytail flies in the behind him. I gotta admit, though, that's like some serious air. Like, Susan's not even running that fast, but his ponytail is getting some serious mileage. He must be using like some type of adept spell or something. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. Yep, that's our boat. Pretty fishy. Oh, geez, that Japanese army. And if you come over here, there's an item. you get a mana seed. Always helpful. You don't want to go down there yet unless you want the story to progress, and we do not want to go down there yet. I thought there... Oh, yep, there's a hidden item there. The lottery ticket. Of course, you always want to get as many as you can because those go fast. Even if you don't mess up on any lotteries and get the item you want all the time, you're almost always going to be short. You're always going to have maybe just like 1, 2, or 3. You hardly ever have a lot. So, yeah, you want to really be stingy with your lottery tickets. Because you get some really good items. And in fact, we're going to get a really great item from the lottery very soon. We're actually heading over there right now. Yeah, there's a lot of Japanese army military forces. Well, I find a lot of valuable stuff. I found some valuable stuff just a second ago. Anyways, if you come up to this blue door, you can buy some items. But we don't have I mean, we have 21,000, so it's okay, but we're not... We'll probably just use it on... I think I just buy healing items, because that's about... Really, yeah, I don't really need it for right now. It'll be nice when I can start actually getting some money, so I can actually start buying like items and upgrading weapons, but for now, it's not a whole bunch. Anyways, if you come all the way inside, if you go inside the... Okay, so the engine's broken, remember that. We can actually get the engine fixed, and that will actually take you to a side mission, so we'll worry about that later. If you come inside here, you talk to this child. He is actually lottery member number 12, and you want to come in here because you can get a star card. And this one's actually pretty tricky to get. It took me about 5 times of reloading, but I got it. Anyways, the star card, like the snake card that we got before, allows us to buy items at a discount price and also allows us to sell items at a higher price. So very useful, definitely worth grabbing. This will allow us to buy items at 20% their original price and allow us to raise our selling items by 10%. So it's not too bad. 10% increase isn't terribly high, but it is something, and 20% decrease is relatively decent. But again, though, the judgment ring, you have to pass it, otherwise you don't get it. You have to start out at 10 and then you get to 20, which is one of the things I like about the sequels. They let you just go immediately to 20 if you have 20. But if you come over here, now that we've got all the items that we care about, come inside here and we get a cutscene. Sergeant Chin? Ooh. I don't need to know about that, dude. I know he's not talking about that, but I'm just kind of yeah. I like how he goes right up to Kato. He's like, God, your chin's huge. Can I rub it with baby oil? Yeah, you can talk in front of him. I know it looks like he's smuggling a radio inside of his chin, but it's okay. Well, it seems like she's got a lot of enemies. Of course they have. Monsters like to be inconvenient. Well, at least they're not letting the bad guy in. Well, we happen to know Yuri who can turn into monsters. Maybe she's thinking about doing that. Anyways, there is a lottery ticket hidden here, if I remember. I believe I find it. Yeah, sometimes it's pretty finicky. Yeah, but another lottery ticket, so always good. 2 lottery tickets, which is... We found 2 lottery tickets and we already used 1. So we got a gain of 1 lottery ticket, which is pretty good. Get out of here! You're bothering me. What a douche. There's a quaint little establishment. Proprietor. Slips him a 20. Is the boss in now? Sir, we don't take American dollars. We're like in China. Oh, shit. Puts it in his hat and then slips him to 20 again. How will you take it now? Dude, that's still just $20 bills. I can't take that. Puts it in his hat one more time. It's like, fine, just leave me alone. And then Susan's like, tricked you. That wasn't even a real 20.
You've grown into a beautiful young woman, Kuihua. Since I saw you last, the sound of your playing has become so much richer. So what do you think, Zhen? Why is it that the march of time, the endless rising and setting of the sun, has to be so cruel to us old folks? At any rate, Zhen, here I am, back in Shanghai. I intend to clean things up once and for all. The legacy of Hyuga, who passed on so long ago. Well, perhaps next time.
Hey, that doesn't sound like the instrument she was playing. It sounds like a flute now. There's only like 3 people here. Why are you playing that? I mean, it's kind of cool. Kuha. She's got a dainty run. It's kind of weird. She calls you uncle. I know you're not her uncle, but when you say knockout, that's a little weird. Like, I mean, I get it. It's a little weird. This man seems to be practicing the duck walk. And it's not pretty cool. What an asshole. It's like, wow, you're homeless and poor? Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna laugh at you. When Mizuzen, after you didn't say hi to him before you left? You just disappeared? So he didn't even know you were alive? You could have maybe stopped by and said, hey. It's like 15 years, dude. Give him a call. You got phones, don't you? Oh no, it's Wagui. Waguai. Wajiji. Waluigi. Does he at least give you benefits, Mr. Zen? Oh, okay. I mean, you said yes, so it's not all that bad, I guess. Shanghai's changed. Looks like we're gonna have to beat up your customers. Drunkenly. Do you know the drunken fist technique? Anyways, it's really easy, just showing you what it is. It is just a kappa. A water kappa. These guys, you know, you've already seen it. So easy. Not even like not even hard. Just blast them with fire, cause you know they're weak to water. So got a perfect, baby. That's what I like to see. Shoot that fire. Bam! Cook that kappa. Yeah, just really easy. Even with Zuzan by himself. Just use his magic and they'll go down very quickly. I don't think I've ever shown you his physical attacks, what it looks like. At least not all the way. Oh, well you're not going to see it all the way again because he killed him. But yeah, though, the next guy is also just a water kappa. I just wanted you guys to see what it was. So, yeah, they're pretty easy. Not even difficult. I don't think that's how business works, Zuzan. You don't get to beat up the owner and then you just take it. It's not the Wild West anymore. I mean, I don't know how Shanghai operates on business inheritance, but I'm pretty sure you don't just get to stab the owner and then you take the deed. Maybe you do, though. I don't know. Yes, Wagyu has a very special ability where magic does not work on him. It's not super annoying, but it's a little annoying. Actually, it is kind of annoying later on. Wagyu probably has my favorite animations, though, in the whole game. His attack animation, he has 2 special attack animations that are great. Anyways, you can't win this fight, so don't even try. He has like 330 HP, and he's a dark type, but you can't win, so don't even waste items on it. Just, just go at him. As you can see, magic does not hurt him. But look. I love his attack animation. It's so bad. It looks so weird. It's just Stretch Armstrong all over the place. You can physically attack him, but again, nice flip, dude. No point. There's really no point. But I seriously love his physical attack. It's so stupid looking. It's great. I wish Yuri could attack like that. Gimme, gimme. Oh, so good. It's just so bad. I mean, you might have to heal just so you don't get killed by his normal attacks, because you have to wait for him to finish you off with a special attack. But it's just a single item. It's not a big deal. And yeah, it's kind of it. This fight's kind of boring. Man, Zuzan's like, despite being old, he can really move, dude. Could you imagine Zuzan on a stripper pole? You're like, no one was thinking that, Yoham. Only you. Well, yeah, but now you are too. I love, that's the other thing. Every time he uses that attack, he does a different animation. And it's great. It's great. Poor Zuzan. Just can't handle those fierce dance moves. Your magic sucking half-pint slicked bastard. He gets his power from the huge amount of gel he puts in his hair. Just like gallons of it. Young male voice? Who could that be? Oh, it's Yuri. Oh my god, this is just like how Yuri's father saved Zuzan from before 15 years ago. Deja vu, where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, deja vu? You're bound to get hurt, kid. I don't know why, but I feel like this guy should have like a Christopher Walken voice. Like, you're bound to get hurt, kid. So step off. I don't have a good Christopher Walken. I don't know. Who are you? Wow, Yuri's saying the same thing as his daddy-o. What an amusing joke. Alright, fool. We'll see who's about to die. Yeah, it's okay. It's not that great. Entertainment show in the background. So yeah, he has 333 HP. He immediately goes for the game of death in the beginning. But it's okay, because we can win this fight. Oh, he should have won immediately right there. I mean, that was just a pose of pure victory. Reminds me of Beautiful Joe, which I want. I need to play Beautiful Joe 2. I need to get Beautiful Joe 2. I'm going to buy Beautiful Joe 2. Anyways, this is a really easy fight. Don't use special attacks on him, just use physical. And we're going to go with Inferno. He is a dark type, but he's really easy. He can't do anything. He can do Dark Messenger on you, but you don't have to worry about it. You know what's interesting, though? Despite the fact that that's an instant death, that's the only time Yuri, I think, is ever protected against instant death moves. Other instant death moves in the game will kill you. Even though you're supposedly protected by the darkness, you'll still get hurt by them. You'll still die instantly. This is the only time you don't get killed from instant death, which is a little interesting and a little annoying. It could have been cool if that was like a special feature of Yuri. I mean, besides him fusing with demons, but that could have been cool if that was just like a nice little bonus of the demons, that they protect him from instant death. But yeah, this is just like a one-time thing. Oh, gimme. Oh, God, I love it. It's like janky Monkey D. Luffy. Lanky Monkey Pie Goofy. Original character, do not steal. Yeah, he's very simple. Give me that Dark Messenger attack. Do the pee-pee hold dance. Do the pee-pee hold stance. Attacks with bad breath. But this should finish him off. Looking at my timeline, this should be the end of it. Eat my fist. Yeah, look at me. Yeah, what's that going to do? Nothing. You're done. You just got punked. Yep. Oh, and there's that weird bottle. That's why we didn't have to buy it. I did accidentally buy one before in my practice. I bought a weird bottle because I just didn't know what it was. And I'm like, oh, I just got one for free, so shoot. So yeah, don't buy it. It's not even that useful of an item. It does increase your attack by a little bit, but it's not that great. You're a demon. Yeah, I'm still going with the Christopher Walken thing. Things will go a bit differently. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop. Alright. Oh, and Alice and Margaret are here. I was too busy thinking about Christopher Walken. Deja vu, right, Susan? You even said the same thing. Yeah. Well, I was always told that if you have deja vu, that means you're in the right place. That you're in the place you're supposed to be. I get deja vu all the time. Like, a lot. It's kind of annoying, actually. Nani? Ooh, I wonder if we'll learn about that later. Hint, hint. Yeah, he kind of lucked out. Well, actually, usually the parents are supposed to die before the, I mean, that's kind of, I guess, the general, what you want the parents to die before the children, just because the parents would die at an old age and the children would become adults and have their own children and lives. You generally don't want your kids to die before you. I don't know why I say generally, because I'm pretty sure no one wants their kids to die before them. Probably some evil people, but we're talking about normal functioning people. So that means you didn't kill him then, though, Zuzin. Like, when you said killed him, it sounded like you maybe choked him with your ponytail. Well, that's because you're a coward, Mr. Zin. You're a loser. If he's trying to destroy the world, he probably doesn't know any better, Zuzin. Here's the rub. Oh boy. But out, kid, just because you're a knockout doesn't mean you get to voice your opinion. Sounds like a good idea. Don't want the world to end. All our stuff is here. Oh, it's you again, smuggler. You peeping Tom. No, I'm sure I don't like you. That's maybe true, but I don't know about the world of smuggling, so maybe. I mean, knowing where your enemies are is probably a good idea for smugglers so that they can plan their best route and route. Their best route, or how they're going to sneak by, or what to expect. So, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. No, you were like scrounging for pennies at the bar. I don't want your help. What are you gonna do? You just stay here. I mean that in a nice way, but stay out of my way. You're not helpful. Alright, and with that, we have a plan of operations. We gotta go get the white tiger photo before Mr. D does. And we have our party of Yuri, Alice, and Zuzin. I don't think you can change it. I think it has to be Yuri, Alice, and Zuzin. Anyways, this is the weird bottle. It's basically just cocaine. Yep, it makes your attack stronger. Yeah, it's just cocaine. You could give it to Yuri, but he's fine. He already has all the items I want. He has the pedometer, you know, he has the watch, you know, to prevent any judgment ring status ailments, and he has the flare brooch, which of course is super important. Anyways, it looks like they're in this next room. Yep. Okay. I don't know how much help you're gonna be. We're gonna do all the fighting, but I mean, you provide us information, so that's good. That we wouldn't really know, so that's helpful. So that's always nice, I guess. But yeah, though, we can go to the shop and we can get some items and some equipment. And I think we can also upgrade our weapons there too. Or I think our friend's there, whose name escapes me always. I can never remember his name, but I'm pretty sure he's there. So we can upgrade our weapons. And now we actually have some normal customers. Not demons. Non-drinking Danny. Oh yes, so there's a pit fight in the back, and you can actually get some items here. It's actually kind of hard at this level. You can get some money, and I think you also get an accessory. I don't remember what it is. I'll probably do it later, but it's actually kind of hard because there's a certain enemy that it does pretty much a ton of damage, and I'm going to show you too. It's really random about what enemy you'll get, and he wants you to beat 10 fights in a consecutive row. And it really just depends on what enemies come across. Sometimes you'll get easy enemies, and then sometimes you'll just get incredibly difficult enemies. And unfortunately, I kept getting difficult enemies. I tried like 5 times. I kept getting this one enemy that kills you so fast. So as you can see, I'm pretty much already dead. I just wanted to show you what the enemy was, and it is... I got my notes right here. See, I tried to heal myself to survive because I didn't want to waste items. It's a prototype wind shear. One of Zen Pit's fight monsters, usually harmless but vicious and deadly when provoked by challengers. Approach with caution. And of course, probably not the best idea to use Mandragon because that's a fire type attack, and it's just... yeah. But even if I did like the Earth Demon, who would take less damage and has the healing, he's just really strong. So it's just like, and I didn't really want to mess with it. And all you get is money and an item, but it's not super necessary. You don't have to do it. But I will try and do it later. But right now, it's just not the time. Maybe after the next dungeon or so, like the next couple, like probably after the next dungeon, I could probably do it. But that prototype Wind Shear is pretty damn strong. His normal attacks do about like 80 to 100, and he can also affect your Judgment Ring. That's not a big deal for Yuri just because I have the pocket watch, but that can be very dangerous because normally, unless you get the pocket watch from the one lottery member from the last town we were in, you'll have to buy it unless you can find another one, but you don't really find them for a long time, and they're expensive. They're like 5,000 a piece. Oh, and there's an item right there. I totally just saw the thing go up. I probably found an item there and I didn't click it. Nope. I forget the... okay, well, damn. I just saw past recording. Right, the star car going to be some use to us now. We can actually buy some health items. We're going to need them. As you can see, we're kind of low. But, so this is how the discount works when you have more than one. Like I mentioned before, you got to pass the first part. And then it says, yep. Then you can go ahead, click it again. And as you can see, it gets a little faster, and the ring and the spaces get a little bit tinier, so it's a little harder, and of course that's just going to increase for the discount and the price raising. So yeah, usually I try and go for 20%, but sometimes I don't feel like going for 20%, and I'll just stay with 10. So yeah, it's nothing too hard, but you know. But I don't think I buy anything else. I don't think I really need it. Well, yeah, I need some pure seeds because it's just good to have something that can bring SP back. Mainly for like Alice, because she has such low SP. And Yuri's fine because he has the flare brooch and he has just so much. And Zuzan has a pretty good amount too. But yeah, that's kind of it for that. So there's no need for anything else on that, so that's good. And I think that's about it. The only thing we want to do now is actually go upgrade our weapons. We should have done that before, but I kind of just bounced back and forth because I was thinking about what I wanted. I wanted to make sure I had enough money for items before I actually bought upgrades. Because the weapons, we're going to switch out the weapons eventually, so it's not a huge deal if I don't get them upgraded, but items I always kind of need. So yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it, but you can reform your party with them too. So yeah, just putting more into attack. Or, yeah, I think I put some into the hit area too. Yeah, the hit area is not nearly as expensive as the attack. Poor Yuri. Yeah, I'm a little stingy on upgrading their weapons. I didn't really do it a lot in my practice, just because you end up not using the weapon, and I don't know if this weapon sells for a higher price if you upgrade it. I don't know. It might sell for a higher price if you upgrade it. I don't know. I'll have to see. But yeah, that's it though. After that, we're all ready, and then we're gonna go to the temple ruins. But you know what though? I'm gonna end the video here, and we will go ahead and try and stop Mr. D in the next part. So this is Yohhamgambal. Thanks for joining us the next time. Okay, bye then.